Airtable was acquired by Bending Spoons today for $1.28 billion, and there are a lot of bad takes circling the internet right now, like this one right here, so let's talk about it. I'm an early stage venture capitalist. At my old firm, I was on board seats from Series C to Series D, and these acquisitions are a lot more complicated than anyone on the internet will ever make them out to be. Bending Spoons is a publicly traded company, and we're going to get the full details of the acquisition soon enough. But this guy conveniently forgot about something called the preference stack. In venture capital, the last money in is the first money out. Except in the very rare cases that you'll see something called pari passu, every share class will exit in order of last money in, first money out. So you'll have a waterfall, and that means that the Series G people can either take their liquidity preference at a 1x, or they can take the value of their shares converted to common on exit. Airtable's last round was $735 million. Even though this exit isn't a great exit necessarily, all of that $735 million will be recovered. Where this gets tricky is the company was acquired for $1.28 billion in cash. Now, Airtable has hypothetically raised $1.35 billion. That means that realistically speaking, you would also take your liquidation preference at the Series E or the Series D. And what that really means, by the time you hit the end of the waterfall, it's actually your seed investors who would be kind of screwed. But seed investors aren't silly. Realistically speaking, if you were holding something that was at a 60x, odds are you liquidated a good portion of that before. Also, a transaction like this has to be approved by all shareholders, and what that also means is that it's very possible that that liquidation stack and that waterfall doesn't quite shake out math to math. Odds are, just like with Brex, employees are probably pretty well taken care of here unless they joined at the last round, in which case their equity will be roughly flat. Similarly speaking, odds are your early stage investors are probably a little bit more taken care of, otherwise their board directors won't sign off on a transaction. When you buy and sell a company, you're held under something called your fiduciary duty. I can talk about that more separately, but basically you have a duty to all of the shareholders. That means your investors as much as your common shareholders, your employees too, to have a transaction that's beneficial to everyone. Otherwise, you will get sued and it will not end well for anybody.